the particular judgment the soul as soon as the dying man takes his last breath. Some exclaim, "He's dead. It's all over." It is not so. If the earthly life is finished, the eternal life of the spirit or soul has begun. We are made of soul and body. The soul is the vital principle by which man loves, wants the good and is free of his acts, therefore responsible for his actions. Through the soul the body performs all its functions of assimilating, growing and feeling. The body is the instrument of the soul, as long as this vivifies it. We have the body in full efficiency. As soon as it leaves, we have death, that is, the body becomes a corpse, numb, destined for dissolution. The body cannot live without the soul. The soul, made in the divine image and likeness, is created by God in the act of human conception. After staying on this earth for a longer or shorter time, she returns to God to be judged. The divine judgment. We enter, O reader, into a subject of the utmost importance, far superior to that of death. I am hardly moved, O reader. The thought of the judgment, however, manages to move me. I say this so that you follow with particular. I'm interested in the topic I'm about to deal with. The divine judge. After the death of the body, the soul continues to live. This is a truth of faith taught to us by Jesus Christ, God and man. For he says, "Do not fear those who kill the body, but fear him who can lose your body and soul." And speaking of a guy who he thought only of this earthly life, amassing riches, he says, "Fool, this night you will die and your soul will be asked of you. How much have you prepared? Whose will it be?" While he is dying on the cross, he says to the good thief, "Today you will be with me in heaven." Speaking of the rich man, he asserts, "The rich man died and was buried in hell." Therefore, as soon as the soul leaves the body, without any interval it finds itself in front of eternity. If she were free to choose, she would certainly go to heaven, because no soul would want to go to hell. A judge is therefore needed to assign eternal abode. This judge is God himself and precisely Jesus Christ, the eternal Son of the Father. He himself affirms it, "The Father does not judge anyone, but all judgment has handed over to the Son." Guilty people have been seen to tremble before the earthly judge, in a cold sweat and even to die. Yet it is a man who must be judged by another man. And what will it be when the soul appears before God to receive the irrevocable sentence for all eternity? Some saints trembled at the thought of this appearance. It is told of a monk who, having seen Jesus Christ in the act of judging him, was so frightened that his hair suddenly became white. Giovanni Bosco before he died. In the presence of Cardinal Alamonda and several Salesians, he began to cry. "Why are you crying?" asked the cardinal. "I think of God's judgment. Soon I will appear in front of him and I will have to give him an account of everything. Pray for me." If the saints did this, what should we do who have a conscience charged with so many miseries?